Hi guys, Jamie here. I got a 310. This is I'm going to do a flush on it now. This suits the 310X, the 310R and the 310LX models. It will also suit the all 300 range model jet skis as well. This is just a quick rundown on how to flush it. So grab the fitting kit. This is American thread, so when you go looking for thread, you ask for the American style thread. This one is going into the intercooler. There is a sticker up here, if someone hasn't taken it off, that tells you that the silver goes for the silver intercooler and the black is for the motor. So we screw that in, I grab the hose, we put it in here, and we just turn the hose on. There's nothing to it. It's just going to run through the intercooler. We're flushing it backwards, so it's going through the intercooler, around and falling out the bottom where it goes in. I'd normally do this for about 5 minutes. This is where I normally get the gear out of the car and whatever it takes. Note that the engine was not running for the intercooler. It's on its own separate circuit. When it comes time for the motor, that is when the engine has to be run. So we've just done the intercooler, and remember, you don't run the engine at all while you're flushing the intercooler, because it goes in its own circuit and falls out the bottom. The engine does not need running. You'll do damage if you do. In, the engine has to be started before we put the turn the water on. Once I start the engine, I've got about 15 to 30 seconds of running it without any water before it starts getting cranky at me, so that gives you enough time to turn the hose on. What you're looking for is to make sure we'll have water coming out of the telltale on the side. Make sure it's a good strong flow. That tells me how good the water pressure is in here, so keep an eye on that so it's the same every time. Come back to the back. We're going to have water coming out of where it goes in. Remember, we're flushing this thing in reverse. When the ski is going on the water is getting picked up from here, run through the motor and intercooler and out these two ports here. And don't ever block them. I suggest take the fittings out. And then we'll have water coming out of the exhaust as we do the heat water. So the exhaust is cool. I run it for about 5 minutes. It's not necessary to rev it or anything like that. You can if you like. I just let it idle away there. At the end of the 5 minutes, I turn the water off and I give the engine some fairly decent revs, sort of 5,000–6,000 mark. My aim is to get the water out of the exhaust. I do it 2 or 3 times, which I'm going to do for you now anyway. Turn the water off. The water is now off. So this is what I do. I'm going to turn the motor off because I don't want to get it too hot because I still have to fog this. Okay, so we're done with the flushing side of things, so we can take the water. Be careful standing here because that'll come out. Personally, I take the flush fittings out of my ski. I don't like anything blocking those holes because of, that comes out here. We're kind of done with the water now, other than washing the ski. That's up to you. The second final thing we do is this fogging. So this is the port for it here. So we take the fogging port off. Listen, if you put it there, you're going to lose it. If you put it there, you get to keep it. The fogging port is this white tube here that runs into the back of the supercharger. Its design is to put a little bit of oil film on the supercharger, so while it's sitting in your garage for the next week or two, there's a little coating of oil to protect all the rotors. Okay, this is how you fog it. You start the engine. I give it another couple of revs to blow the exhaust out. I put that in here. Personally, I put it down the bottom and bring it up about 5 mil. 3 or 4 seconds is enough. It's just to coat the supercharger. If you do any more, it's not going to hurt anything. You're just going to use more product. So here we go. Start ski. A couple of revs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it off. Turn it off. Put the port back on it. Now all I do now is I spray this engine bay with WD-40.